Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back here on a Monday night. Short little off-season break. We only took 1 week off, but we're back for the USAFirearms.com Super Late Model Series from Crooked Line Racing, short track oval racing. Be sure to join the Discord link in the description below if you want to join and race with these guys for another 12 weeks. We're coming at you live tonight from Stafford Motor Speedway. Opening night, 150 laps. We've seen these guys race here before. It's always nose to tail the entire time. Going to be really hard for guys to pass tonight. Bottom line racetrack. It's going to be a wild race to watch. Don't got no points to talk about because it's the first race of the season, ladies and gentlemen. But we also have 27 drivers here tonight for Stafford. It's a lot of drivers. Guys are going to have to be very, very patient here tonight. Obviously, we take a look at our top times right now. 99 of Chris Carroll, top of the board. He's one of the heavy hitters in this series. Brian Zimmerman, third on the board. He's another heavy hitter in this series. But second on the board right now is this number 52 of Jason Day. Now, Jason Day hasn't really been around too much. He's got other stuff going on, so glad to see him be able to come back out and race with us. Has it in second right now on the charts in practice with a 19.40. Also a new paint scheme on that number 52. It's looking good out there. There's a bunch of drivers out here tonight with a new paint scheme, ladies and gentlemen, especially the 74. That's a new one for him. New season, new paint scheme, same sponsor, same league. Going to be 150 laps here tonight, as I said. Welcome to the opening night for the USAFirearms.com Super Late Model Series. Said, everybody, it is time to head down trackside for a pre-race ceremony. So if you could please rise and remove your hats for tonight's national anthem. Thank you very much, Joshua Rutherford, for a great rendition of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could, please go check out Mullet Music Productions over on YouTube. Getting into qualifying, 5 minutes for these drivers. We're on Troy Tarbuck in the number 24. First lap, a 19.51. Coming out of turn number 4 and across the line. Does not improve, a little bit slower. Going to be good enough for third on the charts. As you see on the left-hand portion of your screen, Chris Carroll, Brian Zimmerman, 1-2 right now. Brett Murphy finishing up his run, currently 7th out on the board. How about Kyle O'Danick? That number 20. Heavy hitter over in the Tour Modified Series. Haven't seen him race too much over here on the super late model side of things, but out here tonight. on his first lap, coming out of turn number 4 to cross the line. First lap for O'Danick, second quickest, 19.40. Jason Day snags that away, goes second fastest. Out of turn number 4 for Kyle O'Danick on his second lap, crosses the line. A little bit slower, but almost a tenth and a half slower there. Third place currently for the number 20 of Kyle O'Danick. Christopher Smith, he was fast in practice in that number 80 machine, crosses the line on his first lap here. Second fastest, 19.39 for the number 80. Down and back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Going to use the apron pretty much the whole way around to get that car to rotate. Crosses the line here on his second lap. Looks like it's going to be just a tick slower, so he's going to have to settle for second place. 2 minutes left to go here on the clock. Still quite a few drivers to go. We got Caleb B. Thompson out there. He's on his second lap right now, coming out of turn 4 to cross the line. 14th, 19.55 for the number 40 of Caleb Thompson. Dalton Creech, he just finished up his run. 22nd, 20.13 for the number 36 of Dalton Creech. So we got 5 drivers who have yet to put down a time, ladies and gentlemen. We got a minute and a half left to go here in qualifying. Justin Coleman out on track, just got the green flag. He's got 36 seconds to get his qualifying run in. Out of turn 4 and across the line for the 0-4. First lap, gonna be good enough for 18th position, a 19.64. Out of turn 4 and cross the line on his second lap. Does he improve? He does. Just a little bit of 19.57. Going to be good enough for 17th position. All right, everybody, it's time to get this event underway. Let's get through that grid. Starting on the pole tonight is going to be Chris Carroll in the number 99. To his outside will be Christopher Smith in the number 80. Starting at third is going to be Jason Day. To his outside is going to be Kyle O'Danick in the 4th spot. Brian Zimmerman going to be starting in 5th with Brad Carpenter to his outside in 6th. Zach Murphy going to be rolling off P7 with Alex Harris to his outside in 8th. Tyler Johnson going to be starting there in 9th position with Troy Tarbuck rolling off 10th. Tanner Marr in the number 4. He's going to be starting 11th with Larry Baldo's outside in 12th. Moving on down, we got Dave Stanley in 13th with Caleb Thompson starting 14th. Samuel Lawson, the governor, going to be starting in 15th position with Scotty Stevens rolling off 16th. Justin Coleman back there in 17th position with Todd Lanfear starting 18th. 19th, you have Brett Murphy to his outside. You got Bradley Yo in the 35 starting 20th. 21st, Brody Mears in the 72 to his outside to 34 of Joshua Vermillion in 22nd. 23rd is going to be Jason Bauer in the 09. Dalton Creech is going to be starting to his outside in 24th. Chris Clark going to be starting 25th here tonight with, I'm sorry, these two drivers are actually no longer in the server, so ignore 26th and 27th. Aaron Raymond is going to be starting 28th. Brandon Elvis 29th. And rounding out the field tonight is going to be the number 93 of Thomas Bergeron. 28 super late models here at Stafford getting ready to go green flag racing for 150 laps. It's the opening night here for the USAFirearms.com Super Late Model Series. Let's get it on. Drivers getting the one to go signal from the flag man this time by. We're going green flag racing next time. Pace car ducks on down pit road. Chris Carroll, Christopher Smith gonna lead them through turns 3 and 4. Green flag is in the air. We're racing here at Stafford. Chris Carroll with a good launch going into 1 and 2. Christopher Smith going to try and hang on that right rear quarter panel, but can. You see Jason Nate looking to the inside there, coming off of turn number 2, but not able to keep the power down to get a run on the inside of Christopher Smith. Top 5, single file out rather quickly as we get a side-by-side battle going on back here for 6th. Alex Harris to the outside. Zach Murphy to the inside going into 1 and 2. Murphy almost has him cleared coming off the corner. He has it going down the back straightaway. Harris hangs on just a little bit on the entry at 3 and 4. And now you got Tyler Johnson looking to the inside. Almost a little bit of contact right there. Christopher Smith, fastest lap of the race thus far, 19.58, but we're going to be under our first caution of the evening. So not sure what exactly happened here. Oh, looks like problems for Brian Zimmerman. That might have been what caused it. Oh, this is on the initial start. So it might not have been that. Oh, 35 of Yo and Creech. Oh! Well, that looked intentional. Take another look at that. Come off the corner. I mean, kind of looks like Yo. Yeah, I mean, he just right hooked that man. If I had to take a guess, because it looks like Yo comes off the corner. We'll slow it down here. I mean, Creech is coming up. It's kind of hard to tell from that angle who's actually moving more than the other. But clearly Bradley Yo was not having it, because we go back down into turns 1 and 2, and I don't know if he just misjudged that or what, but yeah, he just straight up turned that guy. Fortunate night. Started the night for the 36 of Dalton Creech. Not what you want to see here on lap number 3. Chris Carroll continues to lead the way. We're on lap 6 of 150 here at Stafford. Christopher Smith runs 2nd. Jason Day in 3rd. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Pace car going to pull back on off. It's in the hands of Chris Carroll coming out of turn number 4. Fires them off, and we're back to green. Another great launch. He looks like he caught the entire field sleeping on that one. Jason Day to the inside of Christopher Smith right here. And now Brad Carpenter going to take a peek. Side by side for the 3rd position as we head down the back straightaway. This is where you're going to make a lot of your ground up or on these restarts. You got to get lucky though and start on that bottom lane so you can gain a few positions. You do not want to get stuck up on the outside. However, Christopher Smith kind of proved me wrong right here, making this outside lane work just a little bit. He's able to keep the run down the back straightaway, but just can't hold it. It's now we're going to be back under caution here, lap 9 of 150. We're taking a look at Caleb Thompson. Just kind of comes up off the corner into Derek Stanley there. Oh, man. Caleb flipped out of the track. It looks like he just kind of comes up off the corner there. Kind of hooks himself, unfortunately. I don't know who that was back there. I think that was Brody Mears. Maybe he was just trying to avoid the whole situation. Let's see what happened here. There was contact there, and he tried to just shoot it down. Man, he tried to avoid it by going through the grass and still got hit. Luckily, didn't nose it into the fence. He's going to be able to continue. So Dalton Creech, heavy front end damage on it, number 36. We saw what happened to him there on that first caution. He's back to 21st. We'll have to keep an eye on him if he gets back to that number 35. I'm sure he's not too happy about that. Has every right not to be happy about that. Chris Carroll holds on to the race lead right now, lap 12 of 150. Jason Day, 2nd place. Brad Carpenter, 3rd. I'm sorry, Christopher Smith, 3rd. Brad Carpenter, 4th. Alex Harris rounds out your top 5 right now. They're going to go 2 by 2 once again. Re-rack them, restack them, and fire them off one more time here at Stafford. I want to thank you all for tuning in to True Sim Productions here on a Monday night. Hope your week has started off fantastic. Pace car pulls on down pit road. Chris Carroll, Jason Day lead him down for this one. Green flag back out in the air. Another good launch for Carroll. And actually, Jason Day got a pretty good launch as well, starting on that outside. He's able to cut down in front of Brad Carpenter and take over that 3rd position as we head down the back straightaway once again. Great shot of the field as we go into turns 3 and 4. Alex Harris back here trying to fight off Christopher Smith. Unfortunately, that number 80 starting to go backwards. One down on the inside. That's Tyler Johnson. Looks like he's going to save it. I don't think he hit anything right there. Great job out of the number 5. Did not hit anything. Going to take the access road to get back on the track. No caution. We stay green here on lap 15. Field starts to single file out just a little bit right now. It's Carroll, Day, then Carpenter, top 3. We go back to 4th. We got Alex Harris. Then Zach Murphy now rounds out your top 5. Single file all the way back to about. We got a battle here between, looks like Lamphere and Lawson. Contact. Lawson catches it up into the outside wall. Oh, man. Can we get a replay on that? I don't think it was, oh, wow. A little bit of contact there between the 04 and the 25. But I don't think, that's not what we were looking for right there. Unfortunately, Sam Lawson bringing that car down pit road. Trying to get a replay on what happened right there between him and that 66. It looks like Sam was maybe pinching him down a little bit, and the 66 just kind of got in the left rear, set him off the racetrack. Looks like we're getting a green flag run in now. Jason Day trying to run down Chris Carroll. Only a 4/10 gap right now. Brad Carpenter running third, staying all over the back bumper, that number 52. He's actually been getting good runs to the center of the corner here, but it looks like Day's able to pull him coming off of the corner. He has a better run coming out of the corners. Brian Zimmerman trying to work his way up through the field here. Got Brett Murphy to his outside. Battle for 11th position. Timmy's going to go to the inside right here. Looks like he's going to be able to clear him to the center of the corner. So give 11th to Brian Zimmerman in number 28. Steve Coleman trying to follow suit and follow him through there, but didn't have the run off of the corner. Decided to back out of it. Give it another set of corners and try again here. Sam Lawson bringing it back out off of pit road. Unfortunately, going to be a couple of laps down. But he hit that outside wall a ton. Probably broke a tie rod or something in that right front when he hit it. Decided to come down and get some work done on that number 25 True Sim Productions Super Late model. Now currently out there running 25th. Chris Carroll, still your race leader. However, not pulling away like we normally see him do. Only about 0.4 of a second right now over Day, and then Day has about 0.2 over Brad Carpenter. Taking a look at Zach Murphy here, rounds out the top 5. He's got Kyle O'Danick on the back bumper. O'Danick looked like he was using a little bit of the apron right there coming out of the corner. Using a lot of it on entry right here. Rotors starting to glow on these race cars already. Guys are using a lot of brake. Not only that, the question is, how much rear brake do you have in these cars to help get that nose to rotate to the center of the corner? You see O'Danick here kind of running a little bit of a diamond line, but just can't seem to get to the back bumper of that number 29. Looks like Murphy might have missed his mark right there on the entry of 1. Didn't lose a whole lot of time. No, little wiggle coming off turn 2, keeps it straight. Lap 27 and 150. Carroll taking lap 28. We have 123 laps to go in the opening night here for the USAFirearms.com Super Late Model Series, brought to us by Crooked Line Short Track Oval Racing. Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to race with these guys, there's a link to the Discord in the description below. Apologize for the dead air there, ladies and gentlemen. Had something going on in the background. We're all good. Yellow flag back out on Speedway. Lap 31. Let's see if we can't go see what happened. Oh, yeah. Looks like Tyler Johnson just gets into the back of the 09, sends him around. I tell you what, good job out of the 09 of Jason Bauer. He was able to just not hit anything for one, so that car is going to be able to continue. Unfortunately, going to go a lap down. Has to wait for the entire field to go by before he can get that 09 Super Late model swung back around and in the right direction. So the real question here is, ladies and gentlemen, we always know that these drivers in this series, they get one set of tires. Most of the time they'll go for two right sides to minimize the time on their pit stops. However, the question I have is when do you come down? When do you take those tires? We've seen strategies play out before where guys will come down pretty much now. As we see, Tanner Marr actually came down on lap number 32. No tires, it was fuel only. But he's going to have that track position when everybody else is bringing down pit road. Do apologize for the moments of dead air, ladies and gentlemen. I am having some timing and scoring issues on my end. Your guys' stuff is fine on the screen, so don't worry about it. Everybody's in the position they need to be. I think I just got it rectified. Gonna be going back green flag racing here, re-racking them and restacking them here. Coming to take a lap number 37. Chris Carroll, Jason Day once again on the front row. Carroll fires them off and we're back underway. Oh, Carpenter sideways. I tell you what, I think that couldn't have worked out better for him. You know, it sucks what happened, but I tell you what, he didn't hit nothing, and he just basically took the old Legends Oval down there. Gonna lose a ton of position. Side by side back here, Larry Bell, Scotty Stevens. See Brian Zimmerman looking to the inside of Scotty here, going into 1 and 2, all over the back bumper of Larry Bell. Scotty's going to run a little wide. You got Bradley Yo in that 35 looking underneath the 04 of Coleman. See John O'Danick out in chat asking, how long can they run on a tank of fuel? And John, I'm going to be honest with you, I did not get that information before we started. But I imagine if they ran with the couple of cautions that we've had, they run about 50 laps. I think they can make it the rest of the way. Carroll's still leading. Jason Day runs second. Alex Harris now up into third. After Carpenter had that little mishap on the restart, just got just got on the gas a little too hard. Lost control, lost the rear tires. But was able to keep it rolling. Zach Murphy runs fourth, and now that puts Kyle O'Danick up into fifth. Trying to just scan the field right now, ladies and gentlemen. These guys are doing a good job single filing themselves out. But we got to look around the track to find a good battle going on. Josh Vermillion right there in that 34. Going to look to the inside of Brett Murphy. Almost make contact. Looks like Creech might have gotten to the back of him. Gets into the back of him again. Gets into the back of him again and shoves him up out of the groove. Man, battling back here for 18th, 17th position, using the bumpers. See, Stanley's going to follow suit and head on through. Sam Lawson trying to get his laps back. He's going to try and take a peek underneath that 34. 34 stuck up on the high lane. Going to lose some time there. So I think we might actually have a replay here of that contact. Let's go back and take a look. But yeah, gets into the 64 a little bit. Checks up. 36 hits him there. Hits him there and just kind of shoves him up out of the groove. No harm, no foul. A little bit of contact. Short track racing. Go back up to the front. It's still Chris Carroll. About a half-second lead over second place Jason Day. Then Jason has about, I'd say, 7/10 lead over the third place car of Alex Harris. And we got a battle heating up back here for the fourth spot. O'Danick took a peek there for just a second underneath Zach Murphy coming off turn number 2. So we're on lap 50 of 150. Got 101 laps to go. Be 100 this time by. Chris Carroll using that apron a little bit, putting the left sides down below that white line, getting the front end of that car to rotate. You got to be careful with that, though. Flirting with that apron, that will get you loose. That will spin the car out. Go back and take a look at one of these drivers who pit under that last caution. You got Brody Mears right in front of Tanner Marr. These two last pit on lap 32. Currently running 13th and 14th right now on the track. Todd Lanphier trying to hold off Brett Murphy. Murphy was another one of those drivers to pit on lap 32. Kind of just scanning the field right now, ladies and gentlemen, looking for a battle on track. Looks like Creech trying to get underneath, is that the 40 of Thompson? Oh, what a send by Carpenter. He legit sent it down in there on that 36 to try and get back. He's trying to get back up to the front after that little mishap on the last restart. Creech doing a good job holding him down, pinching him down, trying to maintain that momentum up on that top groove. This is a battle for the 17th spot, or I'm sorry, 18th spot. As you see Carpenter, oh, Creech got a little loose coming off for it. Looked like Tyler Johnson was down there, and Creech just kind of came down, gave him a little bit of a door, trying to get down on that bottom lane. We know that's going to be the dominant line here tonight, right around the bottom. You don't want to get stuck up on that outside lane. Chris Carroll and Jason Day have started to pull away just a little bit. Carroll has about 0.8 of a second lead over Day, but don't look now. Let's go on board with Chris Carroll here. He can see lap traffic right out ahead of him. So this could be what Jason Day needs to get a run on the number 99 and maybe make a battle for the lead here. You see Carroll kind of diamonding the corner just a little bit there in 3 and 4. So we head down the front stretch, back down into 1 and 2. Using the apron to get the car to turn, lets it float up, and then cuts it back down, coming off the corner, trying to straighten it out as much as he can to get the best run he can coming off that corner. And the biggest thing is that the guys in front of Carroll That's Jason Bauer and Chris Clark. Now, Bauer is a lap down, but he does not want to risk going another lap down. Very difficult to get your laps back as he's trying to work his way around Chris Clark, but Carroll is finally there. He's caught the back bumper of that 09 machine. Now he has to work his way through lap traffic. This is going to slow him down a little bit. Bauer moves up a lane. Looks like he's going to let him on back. Clark moves up out of the groove. Carroll gets on by. Now Jason Day has to make quick work of these two lap cars to try and gain some ground on this number 99. We're on lap 62 of 150. Good green flag run going here, ladies and gentlemen. Leader just hitting some lap traffic. We're going to go ahead and pay the bills and take a quick commercial break, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Got to cut that one a little short, ladies and gentlemen. It happens every time, almost like clockwork. We got a caution here on lap 67. Not sure where it all started. Well, that ain't it. Looks like Samuel Lawson may have made some contact here with, oh, yeah, he just got into the back of the 64, sent him around. That's why we're under caution here once again. Everybody on pit road. You know, Brandon Elvis is in the pits. I don't know where Aaron Raymond is, but we had two drivers who wouldn't make it. Looks like maybe Elvis is doing a starting park here tonight. Not sure, but out there on out there in the pits. Aaron Raymond also did not start the race, so very interesting to see that. Thomas Bergeron was another driver to not start the race. So pretty much everybody came down pit road there, I assume, to get fuel in that right side set of tires. Also, shout out to BAM Racing Videos. That's the commercial we were watching before we had to abruptly come back. Shout out to them. You can find them on all social media platforms. But make sure you go subscribe to their YouTube channel. That's BAM Racing Videos over on YouTube. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, truesimproductions is also live on kick.com right now. You can go over there and search up truesimproductions. Give us a follow. Trying to expand the audience as much as we can here. fires him back off, and we're back underway. Not a great restart there for Jason Day as Kylo Danek. Oh, we're going to be immediately back under caution. What happened here? Oh, just Derek Stanley, unfortunately. It's kind of the same thing we saw with Carpenter. Just kind of got loose when he got on the gas and spun it out, and that was enough to trigger the caution. I tell you what, while they're under the yellow flag here once again, let's go ahead and see if we can't give a full shout out to BAM Racing videos there. We'll be right back.
With the whole shot. Burrows gets wadded up right there. We got a nasty one. 3 laps here. We're underway here at Horsepower Bar.
Look at that, perfect timing. Shout out to BAM Racing videos. We're gonna go ahead and re-rack them, re-stack them. However, because the caution came out before we got one full green flag lap, and this is gonna be a single file restart. So Chris Carroll has even more of an advantage now than he did before. Gonna be able to fire off here, keep him all the way up to the outside wall. See, Kylo Danek managed to get around Jason Day, hang on to second. Green flag is back out in the air. Carroll with a good launch. Out to about a half a second lead over Danek already. And again, we started single file, so not a lot of people going to be shooting for positions just yet. Fastest lap of the race last time by actually was back here in 13th at 31 of Brad Carpenter. Let's go through the field right now. Chris Carroll is leading. Kylo Danek second. Jason Day third. Alex Harris fourth. Zach Murphy rounds out your top 5. And how about it? Brian Zimmerman has found his way back up inside the top 10 as well, trying to fight his way back up towards the front. He has Troy Tarbuck right behind him in 7th, and Christopher Smith in 8th. Scotty Stevens 9th, and rounding out the top 10 is Justin Coleman in that 0-4. Everybody's still pretty much single file. I'm trying to get some good camera angles here, see if I can't find a battle for us to watch. But they're all kind of spaced out right now. Just kind of being patient. We'll take a look at lap times this time by for our leaders. As you see, Carroll already starting to catch up to the back of the field. Last time it was pretty close. A 7.4 for Carroll, a 7.8 for Odanik, and a 7.6 for Day. So they're running pretty identical lap times right now. I don't know. It just looks like Odanik gets a better run off of the corner than that number 99 does right now. On lap 88 of 150, we still have 63 laps to go. Most of these drivers came down on lap 67 to get that fuel and them right side tires. Day actually has a pretty good, or he had a good run there through the center of 3 and 4. Almost got to that back bumper of the number 20. As now they've caught up to some lap traffic here. That's the number 91 of Chris Clark. Oh, I just noticed that. Chris Clark, he's driving a Pontiac out there. Love to see it. That number 91. What is it, a Grand, did he do a Grand Am or a Grand Prix? Grand Prix. Gonna go up out of the groove and let these leaders go on by. Looked like Murphy might have had a run on Harris there, but had to back out of it. He's gonna have to wait for another set of corners and try again. Another good run here coming out of turn 4. See Semi back there using all the apron trying to get around the lap car of Clark. Little battle going on back here, a little 4-car battle. You got Coleman, Stevens, Marr, and Carpenter. Carpenter takes a peek to the inside of Tanner, not able to get there. Tanner's going to cover him off, hang on to that 11th spot. Both of them going to work their way around the 91 of Chris Clark. Go back up to the front. Heavy traffic in front of our leader. Heavy traffic in front of our leader. That is Vermillion going way wide. Gonna let these guys go on by. We got Tyler Johnson, Caleb Thompson, Dalton Creech. All these guys are fighting for spots, so they're not gonna give it up that easy. One into the outside wall right there. Pulls it off. Oh, Carroll's in the heat of this. We're almost 3 wide back here with our race leader. We are 3. Johnson backs out of it. Oh, man. I know Carroll did not want to see that right in front of him. Yellow flag out on the speedway. Let's go back and see what happened here. Yeah, I think this is just one of them classic cases of, Vermillion's holding his line, and Harris thinks that he's going all the way to the wall, but he didn't. Harris just comes up off the corner, gets into the 34. It's going to be on lap 96. Caution flag. Again, we'll let the chat decide, but if I had to take a guess, right there, yeah, I just think that was, just a misjudgment call. I mean, that's really all it is. It's hard to tell exactly where guys are going to be. You're expecting them to go to the wall, but at the same time, they don't have to. And Vermillion was doing what he had to do, just holding his line. So it's hard to tell whose fault that actually was. We'll let the chat decide, as always. Chris Carroll, still your race leader. I'm pretty sure he's led every lap thus far, except for maybe one or two there when we had that one caution. They all came down pit road. I think Stanley stayed out. So here we go. Lights are off on the pace car. We're coming back to 49 laps to go. Chris Carroll going to fire him off one more time. Coming out of turn number 4. Green flag back out in the air. Little wheel spin maybe there for the number 20 as we get rolling. Guys are jockeying for position back here. Saw Carpenter make a pretty big move to the inside, trying to get down to that preferred line. Larry Bell and Bradley Yo fighting for position right here, side by side. Pretty much back to the whole field. Almost 3 wide right there coming off turn number. Oh, big wreck. Bradley Yo just went for a ride down the front stretch. Luckily lands on all 4. But car's definitely going to be destroyed there. See if we can't get a replay and see what happened. Happened up here near Larry Bell, so let's find out. Ooh, that was that's tough. That's tough to call. So we'll slow it down right here. I mean, Bell's kind of holding it down. It looks like, it looks like Mears is trying to shove it 3 wide, and Bell tries to come up to cover him off, and I mean, Mears just barely had a nose there. Yeah, hard to tell on this one, ladies and gentlemen. Play full speed once again. Yeah, it looks like Mears comes up off naturally, had a good run. I don't know if he was essentially trying to push it 3 wide, because obviously we don't know. But I don't think Bell was really expecting that and just tried to come up naturally. Put us under caution here once again. Looks like Tyler Johnson's going to be the lucky dog on this caution. He's going to get his lap back right now. Seventh caution of the evening here at Stafford. A little under 45 laps to go. Carroll has pretty much dominated here tonight. Started on the pole. Been out front ever since. Jason Day and Kylo Danik battling back and forth for the second position. O'Danik has prevailed thus far. Lights go off on the pace car. Gonna re-rack them, restack them. Coming back to 42 laps to go. Looks like actually race control is going to throw the lights back on. Make sure everybody is where they need to be. Chris Legoo out in chat saying, we went long. What did I miss? About 110 laps. That's what you missed. Oh, big sideways for O'Danick. Are we going to have problems back here again? Yep. Caution flag's going to come right back out. I caught it right before it happened out of the corner of my eye. Our 8th caution of the evening. I think, I mean, everybody on old tires, these guys are really trying to manage these restarts, but let's go back and see what happened. Oh, yeah, it looks like Scotty gets... Yeah, I mean, this is another tough one, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I hate to say this, but I know Scotty gets into the wall right here. That's that number 2 machine right there on the outside. He gets in the wall, pulls it off. He keeps it. He slows down a lot, but it looks like nobody behind him wanted to check up and let him gather it back up. You see a 64 even got past the 74 right there. Didn't slow down. So I don't know. That's a tough one right there, ladies and gentlemen. How was shop talk, Chris? Where is everybody? Normally everybody comes over. Where is everybody? It's just you? Who else do you need? I don't need anybody. Normally I see Corey come over. Philip's always in here. There's Savage Edge Gaming. It's got to be Corey. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys go subscribe to Savage Edge Gaming as well. They do a Shop Talk podcast, video, whatever you want to call it, every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. You can find them live over on TNA Motorsports on Facebook, Savage Edge Gaming on YouTube and Twitch. They're nice enough to bring all their viewers over here. We got to shout out their channel as well. What's up, Corey? Run lap 115. So this is going to be another single file restart. We're coming back to 35 laps to go here at Stafford for the opening night USAFirearms.com Super Late Model Series. Everybody had a week off. Everybody's shaking off that rust here tonight. Chris Carroll leads them down out of turn number 4. Green flag back out in the air. Good launch for Carroll. Day all over the back bumper of that number 20. Single file restart. Got one driver heading on down to pit road there. I believe that was the 64. See Christopher Smith making a move on Bradley Yo right there. Now Todd Lanfear looking to the inside, trying to take over 11th position from that number 35. Larry Bell trying to fight his way back up to the field as well. Chris Carroll, though, with 32 laps to go, has about a 6/10 gap over second place Kyle O'Danick. Jason Day still running third. Zach Murphy fourth. Now Justin Coleman rounds out the top five. Brian Zimmerman in sixth. Top six really haven't changed a whole lot in the last, I'd say, 20 or so laps. They kind of get single filed out and kind of ride, trying to just set up their passes. MFRD was wild tonight. Started the top 10, doubled up, 11 single file, eliminate half of these yellows. So, not saying it's a bad idea, John, but with iRacing, that would probably never work. They were having problems with the choose cone, and what that does is it'll give people a black flag because they're not lined up where they're supposed to be, and then we're clearing black flags, and you could have had somebody come down pit road who sped down pit road, got a black flag, who's going to get it cleared anyway because of the restart. So there's a lot that goes into that. Great idea, but I just don't think we could implement it here on iRacing unless iRacing actually starts to give us more control over these servers. So if anybody from iRacing happens to see this video, more race control features in the sim. It's what we need. Looked like O'Danick got a little loose there coming off of turn number 4. 27 laps to go here at Stafford. Carroll starting to catch up to a lap car. Not sure who that was in front of him. It's 64, Brett Murphy. Well, actually, Murphy's still showing on the lead lap. But it's basically been a number 99 show here tonight. O'Danick, though, has moved up 2 spots since the start of this race, having a good run. Justin Coleman right now, biggest mover, up 12 spots, all over the back bumper of that number 29, looking to take 4th position. Ooh, Murphy tagged the wall just a little bit. Coleman's going to have the run, looks to the inside. We're going to be side by side for 4th position coming off turn number 4. Looks like Murphy's just going to kind of let him have it right there. Put Coleman up another spot into 4th position. Now up 13 spots since the start of this race. He's got about a full second to gain on Jason Day to take over that 3rd spot and get a podium finish here tonight. 23 laps to go. Pretty eventful night thus far. Eight cautions in total with 21 laps to go. Carroll's starting to catch up to that number 64. See if I can't find a good battle going on track here for you, ladies and gentlemen. See if we can't find something to talk about. Caleb Thompson, the inside of Creech. Creech has scored 20th, 1 lap down. And Thompson is actually 17th on the lead lap. Creech fighting hard on Thompson. Say now Thompson could go catch the 74 of Alex Harris. Harris, who was up in the top 5 for most of the night, getting involved in a couple of wrecks, put himself back in the 16th position. Not how you want to start out your season. 17 laps to go. Chris Carroll just made his way around that number 64 of Brett Murphy. So that put him 1 lap down. Now Caleb Thompson, last car on the lead lap. You see O'Danick starting to lose some ground here. He's got about a second off of that back bumper, that 99. Jason Day holding strong here in third. .34 of Vermillion just got into the outside wall. Murphy had to do some avoidance right there. 12 laps to go. Didn't really put too much of hurting on Chris Carroll because now Kyle O'Danick's around these lap cars. Clear racetrack from him to Carroll. But he's lost time, 1.2 seconds now to the back bumper. $11 laps to go, going to be 10 this time by. I think unless we get a late race caution. And Carroll's pretty much sealed this one home here tonight, working his way around the number 91 of Clark, heading back into 1 and 2. Dalton Creech losing some time here. Bauer trying to get around him. They make a little bit of contact. Now Bauer sees the race leader in his rearview mirror. He's going to go up out of the groove. Creech moves over, lets Carroll go on by. We got 7 laps to go, coming to 6. Coleman has gotten to the back bumper of Jason Day. So battle for third heating up here. But back up front, it's 5 laps to go for Chris Carroll. He's got some racetrack in between him and another group of lappers, but I don't think he's going to catch him here in 5 laps. He might catch 1 or 2. I think it's smooth sailing right now for this number 99. Lap car in between him and the 20 of O'Danick. O'Danick now 1.6 seconds off the back bumper of Carroll. Working his way around Dalton Creech right now. Creech gets out of the throttle there, coming off the corner, lets him go by, goes wide, lets Day go by. As Carroll comes to the line, 3 laps to go for the 99 of Chris Carroll. Out of turn 4, popsicle sticks in the air, 2 laps to go. One more time around the speedway for Chris Carroll. Let's watch this battle for third, see if Coleman can get it. I don't think he's going to be able to. Out of turn 4 for Chris Carroll. First win of the season. Number 99 at Carroll going to take it home. Kyle O'Danick, second. Jason Day, third. Justin Coleman brings it home fourth. Top 5 for Zach Murphy. Brian Zimmerman coming home 6th. Brad Carpenter 7th. Tanner Marr comes home 8th with a top 10 finish. Chris Carroll, though, dominating performance here tonight. Well, let's see if we can't talk to our third place finisher. And that would be Jason Day, driver of the number 52, coming home in third. Jason, start up front. You look good in practice out there. We haven't seen you in a while. Kind of walk me through your whole race and how you felt about this third place finish here tonight.
Oh, I felt pretty good. It was good to get back again. I haven't been out in a long time, so it's really nice to get back. Yeah, Chris is always fast. I was pretty happy to even be close to him, which is great. Yeah, so it played out pretty well. I got caught on the outside on one of the restarts, and Kyle got by me, and I just couldn't get back underneath him again. And then tires faded away towards the end, and we kind of just stayed the same pace away from each other. And Justin almost got me then. I think he had 4. He took 4. I took 2. So I was kind of glad I was able to hold him off and get a podium finish.
Yeah, man, we kind of got a camera on you guys there. I thought Coleman was going to go for it, try and get them points. We know how important points are here in this series. But, Jason, great job coming home in third. You managed to keep that car up there all night long. Great performance out of that number 52. Who you got to thank?
Of course, thank you, Sam, for doing all the True Simproductions broadcasting. You guys are always great. Love to watch them again. Well, when I do, I like to watch them again. Thanks to everybody at Crooked Line for putting on the series. Congrats to Chris on the win, Kyle in second, and to all our sponsors, even though Tanner has not updated our sponsor sheet of what I can see here. But thanks to EPI Performance, Savage Edge Apparel, Butt Kicker, Res Energy, Bram Racing Videos, and I get TSP on the car tonight, so thank TSP.
Hey, good job tonight, Jason. Congratulations on third place, and we'll see you next week, hopefully.
Thank you, sir.
That was our third place finisher, Jason Day. And I mean, a great performance out of that number 52 here tonight. You know, he hasn't been around in a while, comes back and takes home a top 3. Well, let's talk to our second place finisher. And that's the number 20 in the super late models, Kyle O'Danick. Kind of had me confused with your number there, but hey, you come home in second place here tonight. Kind of had a run on Carroll a couple of times, but once those long green flag runs came, seems like he just started pulling away. Walk me through your race, bud.
Yeah, you got it right. I thought I had something there, and then I thought I was catching him. I'm looking at the numbers, and he was just pulling away. But yeah, he's pretty damn good, so I'll take it. Second to him's not bad.
Well, it's a great way to start out the season for sure, but hey, man, you had to move up. Let me see here. Well, you started back there in fourth. We had a few cautions here tonight. What was your thoughts overall? Were you kind of hoping for a late race caution there to kind of take another shot at Carroll, or were you kind of happy finishing second?
No, you're a sitting duck in second on the restarts. I didn't really have anything for Carroll, and I was just really just focused on defending second from Jason. So I was kind of stuck where I was at, and no restart meant I was going to finish second.
Well, good job coming home in second. Again, great start to the season for you. Glad to see you come out and race the super late models with us. And that number 20, who you got to thank, making it all happen.
Yeah, I got to shout out. I gave my number to Anthony Rennick, and he didn't show up tonight, but that's all right. So I got number 20. Got to say thanks to Brad, Caleb, and Zach. We all work together and make it a lot more fun just working together. And trying to rooting each other on. And yeah, thanks to you guys, True Sim Productions, Crooked Line, putting it on. It's a lot of fun to come out.
All right, Kyle. Hey, congratulations again on second place, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, Sam.
That was our second place finisher, Kyle O'Danick. Great start to the season, but somebody who had a better start to the season. That is the number 99 of Chris Carroll. And Carroll, you dominated last season, and you come out swinging this season. I know we had 8 cautions here tonight, but were you worried at all, or were you just kind of in the zone and out there in a rhythm?
Well, on the long runs, I was out in a rhythm. That motor felt illegal. It just, you could get a nice bite up off the corner if you didn't overdrive it, and I just kind of did that all night. I was just cruising, and I was worried on the restarts, Sam. You could smoke them up really big on the restarts, and I saw a lot of guys in my mirror spinning them up, so I wanted to make sure that, it's really tough there too, because there's not a whole big restart zone after the pace car goes in, so guys were guessing my restarts, and I had to be on that stuff and not spin them up. But the race, we got some nice green flag runs in, and first race of the season, there's a ton of guys out there. We're gonna have the wrecks.
Well, like I said, had a dominating performance out there. What was the overall strategy here tonight? We saw you all come down on that caution on lap 67. Were you getting worried before that caution came out for possibly some green flag pit stops?
Yeah, there was. I'm sure there's some guys that were in the back there that got in wrecks and stuff that filled up on fuel, so they could probably go, not to the end, but they could have a nice big lead out there and catch us all a lap down. But the strategy, the way it played out, I think you had to play it that way to stay up front. You don't want to get back in there. It's really hard to pass, and I just hope there was a caution in a certain window. Anywhere between 60, I think, and 80, we were okay, and just hoping there was a caution in between then. But I don't know. It might have played out that if it went green, we'd have been all right. But that track is really tough, really tight quarters, so I was pretty sure it wasn't going to go green.
Well, first race of the season, you're starting it off right. You come home with a win. Who you got to thank on the 99?
Always got to thank you guys at TSP and Tanner Marr for all the hard work he puts in, and Metler and Zimmerman and all the admins here. They work super hard. Always got to thank USAFirearms.com and the Pit Lizard guys and anyone out there watching and cheering for me, Sam. It's pretty cool. Got some people out there watching now. It's really cool. Got friends and family, and always got to thank all the drivers out there. It's a tough track, and for the most part, everyone ran pretty clean. And thank all the guys out there that ran me clean. Before I forget, Sam, Bam Racing Videos. I forget the man every time. He's out here doing his thing. He's recording races for everybody, all of us to watch on YouTube. So check out bamracingvideos.com. And I think that's about it, man. I'm not sure. I forget who sponsored this series, and I'll just thank them for sponsoring our series here.
All right, Carroll. Hey, congratulations. You're starting the season off right. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, sir.
And that was Chris Carroll, ladies and gentlemen, driver of the number 99, taking home the win here tonight. That being said, that's going to do it for us here on True Sim Productions for the first race of the season. Wrong button. Bring your results. There they are. They're up on the screen. Chris Carroll, Kyle O'Danick, Jason Day, Justin Coleman, Zach Murphy, your top 5, all the way down to 18th. There, your race results are on screen. Sorry, I've been having problems with this SDK program all night, ladies and gentlemen. Luckily, it didn't affect your guys' viewing, but it definitely messed with me here tonight. But all good. Thank you all for tuning in. Tanner is actually going to be live tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, for the first race of the Tour Modified Series, and then he's going to be live again on Wednesday for the Late Model Series. All 3 series are starting at the same time. So race 1 tomorrow, race 1 on Wednesday for two more series here with Crooked Line. So be sure to check that out. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one, everybody.